morsel that will help you thrive in your everyday today. So what I want to talk about today, I wore my good earrings because good is good enough. And this is very counterculture in our world today because as women, we expect perfection. And it's really a toxic way of thinking if you think about it. First of all, it's totally unrealistic. And second of all, if you look at every obstacle in your day and you have two choices, be perfect or fail, you're going to live in a mindset that's really low because we know perfection is not realistic. And so we're just going to be feeling over and over like we're hitting our head against a wall and we're failing over and over. So here's an idea. What if we let good enough be good enough? And instead of saying, well, good enough isn't great, good enough isn't perfect, progress isn't perfection, what if we let the journey of progress and the act of letting good enough be good enough? Be good enough. Okay? Are you following me? So here's how this played out in my life this week. I just started a podcast. She Just Glows the podcast. And I'm so glad that it's serving you. It's been so much fun to cook up these episodes for you every week. I think we're on week 4. And it was so frustrating because I finished recording this 55-minute episode only to find out that it was totally wonky. There was weird echoes in different parts of it. I have no idea why. It would just bop in and my voice got really echoey. It was really distracting. And I made a decision to take my own advice. The old me would have said, well, it's not perfect. I need to re-record it. And if that's what I have to do, let's be honest, I probably wouldn't do that and I would just never get it out there, right? So if I had waited for the podcast to be perfect, I never would have released it. I would have had to record the whole thing over. I would have exhausted myself. I probably still would have found things wrong with it after re-recording it, right? Does this sound familiar? So instead of going through that exhausting process, I just said, oh, well, the content's great. I'm going to let good be just fine. And let me tell you, it is such a more enjoyable way to live. Letting ourselves make mistakes, learn and grow, and keep going with our ultimate life purpose, right? So if you're trying to walk into a life of joy and purpose, and this is what I help my clients do every single day, you might be getting hung up on expecting this walk and this path to be flawless. Let me let you in on something. The true journey to growing and evolving is bumpy. It's jagged. It's twisty and turny. It's not a straight line. So if you're given the choice today and you see something in your day that's good but not great, let that be enough. If you see something today that represents progress in your life but not perfection, let it be enough because it is. All right, guys, we'll see you next.